Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bad Guitars podcast. My name is Andrew.
And my name is Kat.
And this is episode 8, I think. Yeah, I remember this time. It's 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about today?
I really didn't have much time this week to put together a list. And then today and yesterday, it seemed like there was just a bunch of stuff coming out.
Okay.
So, looks like we had a few things come out on the 15th. And then, like I said, today, I had some stuff that I added to the list just today that came out this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
I was planning on us talking about the American Ultra 2 from Fender. That was hyped all for the last month now.
Okay.
But yeah, we have a lot more than that to talk about. So, usual, pretty decent sized list. So,
Good.
What do you want to get started with?
I don't know. Whichever you want to start with.
We got pedals. We got 1 amp. We've got 2 topics, I guess I would say.
What do you mean by 2 topics?
So the George Benson reverb shop opened up. And there's some wacky stuff on there I want to talk about.
What do you mean by wacky?
Some of the guitars that they have listed, it's all guitars. I don't think there's any amps or any, I don't think he uses pedals.
He doesn't use pedals?
I don't know, the dude's like 80 years old.
Okay.
I could have his age wrong. I'm sorry if I do.
Okay.
But some of these guitars, tens of thousands it gets up there.
I have never heard about this guy.
He's most well known for his album Breezin'.
No idea. What I see on the
guitar,
website right now is that it says that he's a 10-time Grammy Award winning jazz guitarist. I feel I should know more about that, but I really don't.
Yeah. Well, we'll build up to this because I really want to dive in deep on one of these listings that they have on here.
Well, let's just start by that.
You want to start with it?
I mean, we're already talking about it. Might as well.
All right. So the George Benson Reverb Shop. NEA Jazz Master George Benson, the 10-time Grammy Award-winning jazz guitarist, singer, and songwriter, is giving fans the opportunity to own something from his personal collection.
Oh. So this is all his stuff?
This is all his stuff. So
damn.
It says here, the shop features a number of rare and vintage guitars that Benson has used in studio and on the road throughout his career. Join George Benson for Breezin' with the Stars, January 3rd to 6th in Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, he's going to be at the Wigwam.
Why is he selling his things?
Getting old. But no, he's going to be in Phoenix. That's cool. We live in Arizona, so we're probably not going to go to that. But
4-day musical extravaganza.
That's really cool. I didn't know he was doing that. Okay. In sunny Phoenix, Arizona. It's cooling down.
It is. It is
in the last
really nice.
2 weeks, we went from over 100-degree temperatures to today it was 64, I think, this morning.
64, it was really nice.
And it dropped significantly.
We were able to go on a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
a rare thing in Arizona, to actually be able to walk around.
It was really nice.
So you're not going to believe some of these listings.
Okay. I mean, it's his personal thing.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, some of those things are sold.
They've sold. Okay, so here's some that have sold already.
Wow.
Diaquisto Excel 1144. It's like a jazz hollow body guitar. $65,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sold.
Sold. Ibanez Kimono GB30, owned by George Benson. $15,000.
Sold.
Now his main touring guitar, here you go, Ibanez GB10. $35,000. Some other examples, you got a PRS McCarty for $10,000. You'll never see them go for that much. It's owned by a famous guitarist, though. So,
I don't know.
But if you look, it's a bunch of the same guitars. You get these Ibanez GB20s, the Diaquisto New Yorks, a couple Gibsons on there,
a lot of the same things.
Couple acoustics on there, mostly jazz boxes. That's what he plays.
He has a lot of those D'Angelico ones, though.
Mm-hmm. Are they D'Angelico? Because, there are D'Angelico, but then Diaquisto, I've never heard of those. But it looks like a D'Angelico.
No, but there's a bunch of D'Angelico on the website,
well, look at this one. What is Diaquisto? I've never heard of this brand.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like the same company. I don't know this brand.
Huh.
But that's one of those that sold for $65,000.
That is insane.
Now, the main one.
Do you see the one that is almost $1 million?
No, it is. After shipping, it is over. This is the one I wanted to talk to you about.
That is insane.
Gibson Johnny Smith Breezin', owned by George Benson, $999,999. $1 short of $1 million, but $2,000 shipping. Now, when I looked at this the other day, when they opened up the shop...
Why the fuck is it so expensive?
Because this was the one used on the album. The big album. So...
I had to listen to that album.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, over $1 million after shipping and taxes. There's only one available, because that's the only one... That's the one, you know? When I looked at this the other day, it said 8 or 9 people already had it in their cart.
Huh?
But now there's 21 people that have it in their cart. But who's buying this?
I mean, technically, you can go ahead and put it in the cart. That doesn't mean that we have the money to pay for it.
No, that is true. Now, this is an important piece. Oh, there's sweat in my eye. See, it's still kind of hot in this room. Cooling down in Arizona, but it's hot in this room.
Okay.
So this is, it says right here, this is the guitar that was used to record George's hit song, Breezin'. Absolute piece of music history. The guitar is currently safe and secure with the folks at Ibanez. Please inquire about shipping, as we will have to make special arrangements in order to safely transfer this rare one-of-a-kind. Somebody's probably going to bring this to you. That is my guess. For $2,000, they're probably going to have somebody get on a plane with it in their arms and bring it to you. Because they can't ship this thing. They can't put this thing in checked luggage.
Yeah, because it says the delivery confirmation, signed and embossed certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, so you get the certificate of authenticity. I imagine it comes with, like, it's got to come with a case. If you look at some of these other pictures, you know, it shows front and back. It was a museum piece. This was on display at a museum.
I mean,
yeah.
Is that even allowed?
What's that?
It's showing that it's in a museum.
Yeah, but with his permission. He still technically owns this guitar, I believe.
Did he spend all of his money and now he needs to sell his music?
He's getting up there in age. He's pretty old. But,
I guess so.
$1 million guitar. I mean, if you have the money and you're a serious collector. Because there's that guy. I don't remember what his name is off the top of my head. He's the owner of a football team. He buys all these old rock guitar guys' classic guitars. He has Jerry Garcia's guitar. I believe he's the guy that bought Kurt Cobain's. Jimi Hendrix. Like, he has a bunch of famous guitars. I'm sure this is probably going to end up in his collection.
I just don't understand who will spend that amount of money, though.
Dude, I don't know.
I mean,
for $1 million,
we can buy a house with that.
You could buy 3 houses for that.
Well, where we live, probably.
Well, where we live, yeah, 3 houses. I mean, California, that's a pretty nice house.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, pretty crazy. I don't know. I if I had the $1 million to spend on one guitar,
you would buy that one.
It would probably not be this one.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I don't even know the guy.
No, these jazz guitars, I mean, they're cool, but that's not my style of playing. Not that I play a little bit of a jazzy sound.
It looks too simple to me.
Well, that's the point. It has just the one. I believe that's a mini humbucker. It might be a P90.
I don't know.
It looks like a mini humbucker to me. The pickup. You get that and just the. I'm imagining it's just a volume tone, or maybe not a tone control. It might be just a volume. Does it actually say? I'm not totally familiar with the Gibson Johnny Smith guitar. Now, for that price, George Benson should bring it to you himself.
That's you say guess. The guy is old. He's gonna die.
But you know what? Let's say this: we live in Arizona. Concert's coming up. If we bought this guitar, should arrange for Ibanez to set it up with like a meet and greet. Meet George Benson, buy his guitar.
I like how you are already thinking like, oh, if we buy this guitar and the concert
there's no way we could buy this guitar.
Like if we have money, come on.
If we sell our firstborn son.
No.
No. But yeah, I just want to touch on that because I saw that and I was like, that's insane. Yeah. No. What would you buy from Costco with that? You could buy the whole Costco. You just buy everything. God. One of every item.
I wouldn't even be buying a Costco. I have someone go to Costco for me to go buy something. I mean, if I have $1 million just to spend, nah.
But yeah, it's cool that at least it's the official shop. It's not somebody just saying that they're selling it. It's for sure this was his guitar. It is the guitar that was used on the album. on the hit song Breezin'. Anyway, so that's big reverb news, I guess.
Okay.
Bunch of stuff on here too. I mean, you could tell he's got one particular style that he goes for.
Yeah. They all look really, really similar though.
Yeah, and they're different brands. So
he has a Yamaha.
D'Angelico. Where's the Yamaha?
Towards the bottom. CGX.
Oh, acoustic. Okay.
That
might be one of those that has the built-in effects that we were talking about last week.
I don't know.
Looks like it might be. Huh. That one's only $1,000 though. He's got some cheaper ones on here, like his acoustics and stuff. He's selling those just like, they're acoustics.
Huh.
But his D'Angelicos, like I said, I had never heard of this brand.
I don't know.
Now here's another option here. You don't have the $1 million, but there is another Gibson Johnny Smith model that he owned for $17,500.
But that's already sold.
Is that one sold? Oh yeah. Yep. Somebody wanted the sound, they wanted the look, but they didn't have the cash for the big one. So.
Oh wow.
Oh, we can move on. Let's see. Now, here's one that we missed a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to point out because we're talking about Arizona. We're from Arizona. Well, we live in Arizona. Not from here. I'm from here. You're not from here.
I'm not from here.
This came out a couple weeks ago, but I completely missed it somehow. I believe it came out on October 8th, your birthday.
October 8th.
So the LPD Pedals Lucent Boost, the 24 model. So
is that a boutique pedal?
Yep, boutique pedal, made in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, damn.
Lawrence Petros Devices. So this is just the updated 2024 version of the Lucent Overdrive. So it's your classic bluesbreaker circuit. See, with painstaking attention to detail, recreated the elusive out-of-production clipping diodes, fine-tuned the EQ, and maintained the level of tone and overdrive controls true to the original. They also added independent foot switchable boost. So you got your on and off bypass switch, you have your boost switch, you have let's see, volume, level, tone, and drive for your basic controls. Then you have the post and the pre knobs.
But hold on.
Yeah.
Because I'm back.
Oh yeah, you got your new Costco
I had
catalog.
The new Costco. And this one is the holiday savings. You see?
Yeah.
Costco holiday savings.
Oh, it actually focused this time.
It is.
Have trouble with the autofocus. Okay.
So cool. I'm back. I can compare.
$245.
Although I shouldn't even be comparing this one because I really do like boutique pedals.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth it to spend the money on them.
And it's made in Arizona.
And it's
it's a local company for us.
It's a local company. We should be supporting local business. But for the sake of having the Costco magazine here.
What you got for $245?
It's difficult. Everything is so expensive for Christmas.
Oh, there you go. You got, what is that? Is that just a computer monitor? Is that an actual TV? What is that?
It's a monitor.
That's just a monitor for $239.
Yeah.
Is it one of those curved ones?
Class ultra fine. I don't know if that's curved or no.
Oh, it's LG. It's an LG 32-inch monitor. Inch. I guess that would probably go for about $240.
I guess so. That's so expensive. Everything for Christmas gets so expensive too.
Well, that's like what they do for like Black Friday, where they slowly raise their prices leading up to Black Friday. And then on Black Friday, they announce their price reduction, like Amazon does this all the time.
Yeah, but then you end up paying the same.
You end up paying pretty much regular price.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I even feel guilty talking about that monitor because, again, this is a local business.
Yeah.
And everybody should support local businesses.
So what you're saying is we should get one.
No, I'm just saying that this LPD Lucent Boost 24th should be something that if you live in Arizona, you should go buy. Yeah. Give it a try.
I think here in Arizona, we only have, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong on this one, but I think we only have 2 known pedal builders. There's LPD, who's been around for a long time.
In their garages,
and then there is Yesterday Effects. So I think those are our 2 big ones here in town. Well, in Arizona. I believe Yesterday Effects is based in Tempe.
Okay.
And LPD is Mesa, so they're not far from each other. But yeah, you get this new finish, which is Bentley Blue is the color, with gold aesthetic. So you get gold. The Lucent is written in gold. The LPD logo is in gold. Looks like you get silver knobs on this thing. And you can
real
run it at
nice.
9 or 18 volts. So that's cool. 18 volts gives you a little more headroom. I think this is a cool pedal.
Yeah.
Demos, I remember the older version was really cool, so I imagine this one's just even better.
I mean, give it a try.
Yeah. Oh, let's give it a try.
No, you, but if whoever is watching lives in Arizona, why not?
Well, live anywhere. This guy ships.
Yeah, but wouldn't you be proud buying?
Yeah, definitely.
From Arizona.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, LPD, he's been around for a long time now. As long as I can really remember.
As long as I can remember.
No, I don't know. Probably at least a decade. I'm probably wrong, but I think at least a decade. I remember when his logo was just like LPD, but it was like written in cursive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's updated over the years. And all his pedals have this cool, similar aesthetic to them.
Okay.
So he's really consistent. And he does a lot of like amp in a box style overdrives, and he's got delays, I believe, and reverbs on his lineup now.
Okay.
So yeah, LPD Lucent Boost, $245. Let's check it out.
They have the Afterpay.
Do they?
Yeah, look, for interest-free payment
of $61.
$61 for payments.
For the holiday season coming up, you can get your loved one a computer monitor, or you can get them this overdrive.
That one looks nice.
Oh, you want to jump into this one?
That one looks really nice.
Another Reverb exclusive. How about
What's that?
Life is Unfair.
We're already looking here.
Life is Unfair, Bad Machine. Reverb exclusive in pink, blue, and white. So they are based in the UK, I believe.
Okay.
I've seen some of their stuff pop up on social media. I do follow this account on social media.
Though. I give you that.
So Bad Machine is a multi-function boost overdrive and fuzz unit designed to collaborate, or in collaboration between Life is Unfair audio devices and Mike Cuniff of the band Boston Manor. Exclusively through Reverb.com, we present this limited run of pink, white, and blue. So you get independent foot switchable boost and fuzz circuits, bypass switching, latching by default either channel. So you get controls, boost, reverse swaps the order of the boost and fuzz, level, bass, treble, gain. You get a center frequency for the bass EQ, shelf/peak control, twin peak filters for certain ranges of frequencies, fuzz mode. You get different fuzz modes. Number 1 is the signal is routed through the input gain stage and EQ, bypassing the clipping and filter sections. This gets you a boost/overdrive section. 2 is a thick mid-frequency fuzz with upper octave. 3 is mid-scooped with more prominent octave artifacts, combinations of 2 and 3. And then the final version is an additional 5 decibels of boost. So really versatile pedal here. Now, I am not familiar with the band Boston Manor.
I have no idea.
But I think the regular version of this pedal is red and black. But everything I've seen from Life is Unfair is really cool. They do like kind of shoegazy stuff or like stoner rock kind of stuff that you'd imagine to see that kind of. It really reminds me of like Debbie Ever pedals we were talking about a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
Really reminds me a lot of their aesthetic. But yeah, $313 plus $20 shipping.
But here's what I got for you. Are you big into karaoke?
Karaoke?
I'm just talking to the people.
Talking to people at home. I was gonna say
I've
never done it.
Not big into it.
I'd rather watch it. I'd rather watch it than have to participate.
But look, if you want to have time, like have some fun time with your family on these holidays, you can buy this JBL Party Box 120 speaker with a wireless microphone.
120 watts? Probably. That thing looks huge, yeah.
$299. It's even cheaper than $313. But look, 120 watts JBL, which is
JBL
decent.
makes a good product.
It's decent. You have your wireless microphone, and look, you can have an amazing time with your family.
Become the menace of your neighborhood by cranking that thing up and singing Journey on your back patio.
ABBA. You can just go ahead, sing the classics with your family.
And singing My Way by Frank Sinatra. Which, did you know that's the most common song
on the
that
karaoke?
People have been assaulted to while performing karaoke? They sing Frank Sinatra's "My Way," and somebody
it
irritates somebody so badly that they just
Cam
get punched
from
in the
King
face.
of the Hill sings.
Morning After.
Oh, it's the morning after.
Maureen McGovern. Morning
I mean,
yeah.
There you go. I have a good thing for you going on.
Yeah. So
you would rather
I'm
the
still
pedal.
on the side of the pedal.
I don't
Spend
know.
the extra $15, get the pedal.
Well,
although
have some precious time with your family. Holidays are coming.
Is karaoke still a big thing? Are there still karaoke bars?
I know people who does it.
Okay. Last time I saw karaoke happening was I was in Washington.
But I think it's because you're not big on that though.
Yeah, we don't really go out.
If you're big on it, I mean.
Yeah.
We don't really go out. I never been big into it because I don't sing, but I would love watch it.
I remember my uncle. It was like Thanksgiving one year. My uncle set up a karaoke machine in his living room, and he had like a giant TV display. And I think like 3 people participated in singing songs. The rest of us just sat there like,
why not?
Okay,
why not?
Yeah. But no, I think this thing's really cool, versatile, fuzz and boost.
It looks nice.
I love any pedal that's got a 2-in-1 situation going on. That's why I like those Keeley pedals that have the the DDR, the what is the other one? Yeah, DDR.
Okay.
The Caverns, the Aria, stuff like that. I love those things. I think I've had all 3 of those pedals at some point.
Yeah. Okay, what else do you got?
All right, what do you want? You want pedal? You want amp? You want...
I mean, we're on pedals already.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep talking about pedals.
All right, we'll jump into the Space Man Effects.
Okay.
Space
We're
Rocket
talk
2.
about them, haven't we?
Yeah, so that giveaway that I won last year before, Spiralcaster on YouTube and Instagram.
Okay.
He did a whole series called Let's Make Some Noise. And each week they would do a bunch of pedals, and then he would give them away. And I was lucky enough to be the grand prize winner for one of those. What was
it that you won, though?
I won a giant pedal train, Novo 24.
Okay.
And I think it was 7 or 8 pedals, power supplies, cables.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And one of those was the Space Man Effects Saturn 6. Really cool, dirty boost.
What happened to that?
I think I might have traded that one at some point.
More likely.
I had stopped using my tube amp when we were still... Were we still in the apartment when I won that? Were we here in the house?
No. We were living in an apartment when you won that.
Okay, yeah, so I wasn't able to use my tube amp at the time, so it wasn't sounding very good with my solid state amps. When I did plug it into the tube amp, it sounded great, but we couldn't run it very frequently because it's 100 watts. Yeah. So...
I mean, the apartment was kind of small, though.
So, unfortunately, I did end up, I think, selling or trading that one off. But, so this one is in celebration of 15 years of Space Man Effects. So, this is the second ever fuzz pedal they ever made. They're reissuing it as the Space Rocket 2. And it is an octave fuzz. So, just like the one we were just talking about before, this octave fuzz, real popular style of fuzz.
Okay.
3-position toggle switch simultaneously adjusts compression, gain, and bass for 3 launch-off points in Sonic Adventure. Fat compressed fuzz. Notes that uniquely sustain an octave as you draw them out. Once you get the hang of it, it's an addicting effect and lots of fun to play. I watched a few people demoing this, and it sounded really cool. True bypass, as are, I believe, all their pedals. Heavy-duty engraved vinyl faceplate. Just 2 knobs and a switch. I believe these are limited too. I could be wrong. Yeah, for this initial batch, we're offering 3 signed and numbered colors of Space Rocket 2. 20 in blue, 50 in black, and 100 in white. So I don't know if this is going to be a permanent pedal after that initial quantity. But if you get in on one of these this batch, you get, like I said, 20 blue, 50 black, 100 in white. So that's cool. He always offers different.
You know what I like that I'm looking at it right now?
Yeah.
When you go to the technical specifications.
Yeah.
And you can see the pedal inside, like all the wire. I like that.
Yeah, it's always cool. You can see what you're getting.
See what you're getting, you know.
And surprisingly, a lot of modern fuzzes don't, and modern pedals in general, don't have a battery clip anymore. This one gives you the option to. Yeah. Especially with an octave fuzz like that, as the battery starts to die, you get a really cool, saggy sound out of it because the batteries die and you're not getting proper voltage.
Okay.
But that's cool. Yeah, you get one of these early ones. It's going to be signed by him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Some Portland.
Yeah, Portland, Oregon. And they have cool stuff when you buy a pedal from them. You get some cool stuff, stickers. I believe I had a pick, like a spacesuit style bag that it was in. So can't go wrong with that. $299. It's boutique handmade pedal, so
yeah.
I can that justifies the price. But you can also find cheaper octofuzzes out there. But really, it's up to your personal preference on what you're willing to spend and what you're looking for.
But look, we get back to the same.
Yeah.
It's about like supporting your local business.
Yeah.
It's a boutique. You should go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, they do offer you different options for payment, so you can either get it like for interest-free installments.
Oh yeah, $27.
Or you can pay $27 per month, which is like, I think it's really cheap.
Yeah, I mean, if you're breaking it down like that, if you don't have the $300 right off the bat.
I think so.
Now, for $300, I would say, regardless of the price, whatever price they're asking for their pedals, it's worth it. Yeah. Because you can't go wrong with Spaceman. Like, everything they do is just, I don't know, look at this. They have the same aesthetic for all their pedals.
I was going to say, I like the aesthetic. It's
you get the engraved faceplate, so the enclosure itself is just a plain enclosure, whether you get white, black, blue,
it's
whatever. It's
more like a heavy duty kind of style.
I mean, it's made to look like space equipment, like something the astronauts would have on a control panel. Now,
I like it.
Yeah, the Saturn VI was the one that I had. But they have a wide range of effects. You get a phaser, they have germanium fuzz, silicone germanium hybrid fuzzes, harmonic tremolo.
They have a lot of pedals that are sold out if you go to their website.
Yeah. And I'm sure they have dealers that you can find these at. Oh, no stores nearby. Not that I was expecting to see any nearby. Closest is Tucson.
But they have a dealer there?
I don't even think there's any in Phoenix that...
No.
Wow.
It seems like they have Tucson, they have San Diego, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a couple stores in all up and down the coast. Yeah, I'm surprised there's none in Phoenix. There's not very good music stores in Phoenix. I'll just say that right now. Phoenix itself,
we need more.
We lost a bunch of them over the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Now if you go places like Chandler, Gilbert, you'll find some more out there. Scottsdale has a few.
This new store that opened.
Oh, we still got to make it out to this one in Mesa. Yeah, Lone Star Music. We need to. It seems like they're carrying a lot of these boutique brands, or ones that you just wouldn't see at Guitar Center, Sam Ash before it closed down. A lot of these mom and pop music stores, like the one here in town for us, it's just they don't carry a whole lot. It's like sheet music, one drum set, beginner guitars.
I mean, we haven't gone to this one on Mesa, but for the pictures, it's looking really nice. We just have to take the time to go.
It looks like they have orange amps. We found out they have summer school electronics.
Oh, they do.
They do. So we still need to make it out there.
Yeah.
One of these weekends. And it seems like every Saturday they do some kind of like trade-in event where used gear is like 20% off or something, or 10% off.
But going back to the pedal.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have two options for people.
Yeah.
Okay.
$299.
So I am a person who's always not complaining, but because of what I do for my job, I do need noise canceling headphones for plenty of reasons, right? Like I work from home. We have a toddler. He's getting into this screaming.
He loves to just run around screaming, chasing the dog.
Out of happiness, nothing weird.
Yeah.
But like if you're working from home, that's not always the best way to go.
Yeah.
You can get in trouble, which I had before. So if you are like me and you're in the same situation, I have two options. I have one $299 and I have one $229. Okay. The first one, $299, is a Sony black wireless noise canceling headphone. Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. The second one, if you don't have the $299 and you want to go a little bit cheaper, is $229, and those are Bose. So that's good. Yeah. That's quite comfort, ultra noise canceling
They're
earbuds.
just like earbuds?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You can either choose the earbuds, you can choose the black wireless noise canceling headphones, whatever you have on your pocket to spend.
Yeah.
But there's an option. Either support your local store, or if you work from home, this is a nice option for you to have.
I will say, in defense of your argument with the headphones,
I mean,
most people walking into Costco are probably spending about $2.99. Like they're going in there to buy stuff in bulk.
Yeah.
And $2.99 for a pedal that's an octave fuzz versus headphones. I mean, you can find, like I said, you can find other octave fuzzes for cheaper that probably do something very similar. Nothing against the pedal. I think that's a great first choice for somebody.
Yeah.
If you have options on the table. Yeah.
And again, I mean, support your local business and just giving you options. This is not just all about music. This is a lifestyle too. So there you go.
Well, see, the thing is, you can use the headphones while listening to music, while listening back to some tracks that you recorded.
Yeah.
It can tie in. You can use those. You can use those Sony wireless headphones while listening to your. If you have an amp modeler, you just plug in the receiver to your amp modeler. And
that's true.
There you go. Yeah, high quality.
What else do you have?
Next one, I'm not familiar with this brand. This is one that popped up today that I had not previously heard of.
Okay.
The Gravity Well.
I don't know that brand.
Let me check my notes here. Gravity Well from Cosmod Instruments.
Where's that?
Now, I guess this was announced on October 7th. You want to know who Cosmod is?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's see. Company.
Yeah, I
Cosmod Instruments is an effect pedal manufacturer launched in 2024. Okay. And based in Bedford, Massachusetts. We are dedicated to creating groundbreaking effects of the most quality in order to provide adventurous musicians with vehicles to explore the vast uncharted cosmos. They make pedals. Their company makes pedals.
I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But what are they?
Oh, they got a pretty decent sized team.
Oh, there is a picture.
So it's a decent sized team. You got the founder, community manager, production manager, and a cat named Cosmo, who is the CEO of the company.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
I do like that they added their pictures on the website.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like this guy in the middle here, I feel like I've seen him somewhere in other videos.
Jesse Mercury?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him pop up somewhere. Ambassador of the World. He's a content creator, audio engineer. Okay, yeah, I've definitely seen this guy in videos before.
The founder, Barthon? That's what you say?
Barton McGuire? No, I'm not familiar with him or the production guy. But still, go back to this pedal. The Gravity Well. There's a lot going on aesthetically with this thing. It looks like is it a frog with a space helmet on? And some psychedelic stuff going around him. I don't know exactly what this is. The Gravity Well analog tremolo wave folder refractor is your sonic submersible for exploring subaquatic psychedelic netherworlds of sound. It's a dual pedal featuring a tremolo on one side and a wave folder on the other. When both sides are active, a third effect emerges, a refractor, first of its kind style of modulation effect produced by integrating the tremolo and wave folder. So this is cool. They're claiming that this thing introduces a brand new type of modulation never before accessible in a pedal. And you can only get it when you activate the wave folder and the tremolo. Now, I'm not exactly sure what a wave folder is. Because when I think of wave folder, I think it's like a pitch shifter or maybe a tremolo. I don't know what a wave folder is exactly. In terms of a pedal. But your controls, volume, tone, gain. So is the wave folder, it must be like a fuzz. I wonder if it says down below. Anyway, so for the tremolo side, you get the waveform. Looks like you get several different options there of your waveform, square, triangle, sine, whatever. And then flow is a flip switch, depth and speed. There's a voice switch. This thing looks like it does a lot. So key features, 100% analog signal path. LFO features 8 waveforms. Modulation, speed, and depth are the controls for modulation. Wave folder has gain, tone, and volume, and 3 voice configurations. I'm guessing this wave folder has got to be a fuzz. Flow control changes the direction between which one goes first in refractor mode. User selectable true bypass or buffered bypass. External control jack for tap tempo control of the modulation speed or expression control for the speed and depth. Pretty cool.
I don't know.
And it says the faceplate artwork is by Gold Suit. If
Apologize,
you're
I don't
aware
know.
of that is. I don't know Gold Suit.
I don't know.
But this is on pre-order. Like I said, I guess this was first announced on October 8th, but I just saw people talking about it today. I don't know if this was the official launch day. Orders will ship on November 19th, so take some time for them to manufacture these.
Okay.
I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, you got a lot going on aesthetically.
I
you get like a sparkle enclosure.
Tell what is it? I think it's like a frog that is coming from space.
Either space or going underwater.
I don't know.
Hard
to tell.
Definitely is a frog, though. We can agree it's a frog.
I think so.
Yeah. Really psychedelic looking. I'm sure this gets you some crazy sounds. It reminds me of the company Subdecay. They used to make a pedal. They used to make a pedal called the Prometheus DLX. It was regular Prometheus. It was just a small pedal. But then the Prometheus DLX was around the same size enclosure as this thing, and it was an envelope filter, but it did so much more. You had all these insane controls over the waveform and the pattern in which it would envelope. So this reminds me a lot of that, and that thing was really cool. My friend Connor used to have one. I'm sure he probably still has it somewhere, but really cool pedal. So $279. What do you think about this one? Company that neither one of us has heard of up to this point.
I don't care about them though.
I wonder what else they make, because this.
And this just really cool. I really am having a hard time with this one.
Yeah.
Just because one is the first time that I heard about this Cosmod.
It looks like they only make 2 pedals right now.
I don't know. It's too new to me.
Now, their other pedal is called the Pet Yeti. And that looks pretty cool. That's like a nice cartoon aesthetic.
Yeah, they had kind of this psychedelic kind of aesthetic. But that's as far as I can say, because I haven't heard the pedals. Again, this is new to me, so between buying something at Costco and buying the pedal, just because I don't know the pedals, I will buy something at Costco.
Now, I think it's, if you're one of those people that has to have the latest and greatest boutique builds,
I mean, it would be a good option.
Worth the shot. You're not spending like $1,000 on this thing. It's not $500. I mean, $279 is a little up there, but I think it's worth just trying to figure out what this new refractor effect is.
If you want to support your local cat business, because the CEO is a cat, then go ahead and buy the pedal.
Yeah, if you live in Massachusetts, like reach out to these guys, see if you can check out their stuff in person before you buy it.
Yeah,
that would be nice. Might let you swing by their shop or something. So $279, I think, just because they are a fairly new company, maybe that's a little pricey. Maybe they should do like an introductory price of like
but if they are really new,
then bump it up.
You're buying everything like from zero.
Yeah, they got to make their money back.
I mean, you had to make the money back. It's not just like you cannot sell for cheap. It's already. I'm already imagining that this is a loss. You know, because you're spending.
I think initially starting up on any company, you're not going to break even right away.
It's not like you're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So.
And you got 3 people and a cat to pay. So.
And a cat to pay as a CEO. So $279 is fair. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this other companies that have been well established.
Yeah, that they have.
This could be a $350 pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the art is really nice. And again, we don't know what the cat's requesting. Tuna or anything expensive.
Yeah, he probably has the ahi tuna, you know.
God
smoked
knows.
Salmon, something.
So, I mean, again, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
However,
I'd like to see what else these guys are going to do, because the 2 pedals they're offering right now look really cool.
Talking about cats, okay? Yeah. They have this Dyson Animal 3 Plus vacuum.
Ooh, a Dyson Animal vacuum. Wait, is it for vacuuming the animal, or is it specifically for animal hair?
For animal hair. We need that. We had 2 dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a cat, but talking about animals, we had 2 dogs. Dude, we need that. We really do.
Yeah.
$279.
Same price. Okay.
So we need that one.
In this particular case, I'm on your side with the Costco thing. Just because in our case, that would be more effective. In our vacuum,
oh my gosh,
it's hit or miss on if it wants to work. It's like a Dirt Devil, Dust Devil, whatever the brand is. It's hit or miss on if it wants to work on any given day.
Sometimes you turn it on and instead of like absorbing, just throws the shit out.
Sometimes it'll just shoot stuff back at it.
No, we do need that one, by the way.
But Cosmodio, I really want to see more about these guys.
Yeah, we need to hear more about them, though.
Because I just saw the announcement today, I added it to the list because I'd never heard of them. But pretty cool. They established this year, so hopefully they go far with it.
Hopefully.
We got some more pedals.
Okay.
Here's one of the topics I wanted to talk about because I just think it's kind of wacky.
Okay.
Fredman amplification. Fredman amps.
I feel that I do know them.
They are an amp manufacturer. They also make pedals. I do know them. But they've got a line of IR pedals. So they're preamps. They are, I don't know if these are actual power amps, but I think they do have some that are like pedal board size.
What is IR?
So impulse response.
Okay.
So it's like your amp simulator in a box, amp and cabinet simulator.
Okay.
So again, I think some of them that they manufacture might actually have power amps built in. I'm not my style of product, so I'm not very knowledgeable on this subject. Okay. But I think some of them are actual power amps, but I don't believe this exact one is. It's the Fredman IRJ. So all new 2 preamp IR technology in a compact size. The Fredman IRJ dual channel 2 preamp is an entire Fredman rig in a compact pedalboard friendly package. 2 fully independent foot switchable channels, and it's got the legendary JEL 100 and JEL 20 designs, which are rooted in Dave's modded 800 plexi circuit. So it's modeled after a Marshall 800 plexi, both. And it looks like you have the option to switch between the two. Synergy powered state of the art ultra low latency DSP IR cabinet. So you do have digital simulations for your simulators for your cabinets.
Okay.
So it sends your mic'd up tone to your DAW or front of house. Sorry, I don't want to say DAW or front of house. The RRJ provides easy. So yeah, it just eliminates the need for an amp. It's just like those amp in a box pedals we've been talking about, the modelers and stuff, but it just models 2 amps. You get the Roland 800 and the Plexi, both the Fredman modified versions of the circuits. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this one up,
okay,
is I don't know this stuff very well. I still use real amps and, overdrive pedals. I don't use these fancy, intricate devices. Now, I know they do really well with this because they've got a whole line of these IR pedals, but it is the signature version of their preamp and DI for Jake E. Lee. So cool. Jake E. Lee, he was on a couple Ozzy albums, was in the band for Ozzy for several years. He's been in other bands like Badlands, and he's a metal guitarist.
Okay.
Now, the thing about this is the day that this was released, Fredman put out their statement, whatever, on social media. They're like, oh, hey, this is out today. And then people in the comments were immediately like, oh, man, but he just got shot this morning. Multiple times.
Why did he get shot?
I haven't heard a whole story on this thing.
Okay.
But apparently, from what I've heard, is he was out walking his dog. He lives in Las Vegas. He was out walking his dog, and somebody either drove up or walked up to him and just shot him multiple times. Random. They're saying it was just a random shooting. From what I've seen, I haven't seen an update since a couple days ago.
What are the chances?
But yeah, they shot him 3 a.m. just walking his dog. I don't know why he's walking his dog at 3 a.m. When I sent this to my dad, because he's a big Ozzy fan, he's like, oh no. Like, I guess when he got home from work, he got to my mom. He's like, oh my God, like Jake E. Lee got shot. But he brought up that point, like, why was he walking his dog at 3 a.m.? I don't know.
That is kind of weird.
Especially in a place like
Why
Vegas.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, maybe it feels safer in Vegas. Maybe he lives off the strip or something. But yeah, it's crazy. He got shot that morning prior to the pedal coming out. So then Fredman followed it up with another social media post that was like, hey, we're fully aware that he got shot this morning. We're not releasing the pedal to be insensitive to the fact that he got shot. Like, it was scheduled for today. and he actually already called Dave Fredman and said like, "Hey, put it out still." Like,
okay.
So they had already discussed it with him. So it's pretty cool that he survived being shot for one.
The whole situation is really weird.
He survived being shot for one, and it didn't disrupt the release date that they had already planned for this thing. Because they have social media influencers and YouTube demo guys already lined up to drop their videos and stuff, and having to like scramble to get all those people like, wait, don't do it yet. Like, that could be a nightmare. But yeah, $599. Again, this is like your full amp rig in a box, just everything except for the power amp. So you could send this to your recording setup. You could send this to front of house mixer for live shows. I'm gonna say it's fair for what it does, but again, there are cheaper options than this. Universal Audio has their high gain models that just recently came out that are like $399. So I don't know. What do you have for $599?
I have
something ready to go
exactly for the same amount.
Okay.
$599.99. But how do you say Acer?
Acer.
Yeah. Acer. Okay. So this Christmas time, you have a teenager. They are going to college. Why not to give them a laptop? Why not to give them a laptop that is going to work for them to go to college? And look, this one is kind of a fancy one because it's an Acer.
What's the model?
I don't know what's the model.
Swift Go 14-inch.
Swift Go 14-inch.
Yeah, I don't know it. Oh, it's got touchscreen though.
It's a touchscreen laptop. Be nice enough to send your kid with a nice computer laptop to college. Don't go waiting for your kid to get FAFSA money, because no, don't wait for financial aid. Just buy it.
See, kids these days are they're gonna demand the MacBook.
Like, that's too fancy.
They're gonna demand the $1,300, $1,400 MacBook.
College is already expensive.
Oh yeah.
Forget about it. No. No, I mean, be nice enough to buy a touchscreen. You don't need to go all the way up. No. I mean, FAFSA helps, but that pays for tuition.
I had the option to buy a touchscreen laptop back in like 2013, 2014, and I was like, I don't think the technology's there yet to like make this worth buying. But like now in 2024, now in 2024, like, go for it.
I mean, why not?
With the way that Chromebooks and stuff have developed, and
I mean, we had robots already, though.
Yeah, we got Elon Musk robots running around.
We had that already, so go ahead. I mean,
you might as well just go for the Acer. And it's everything you buy as far as computers can be outdated in 2 years anyway, so maybe less. So sometimes it's not worth it. It's not worth spending more than $500 or $600 on something like that.
But it's worth to send your kid to college with a laptop. Don't buy them a Chromebook.
Well, I don't know if it's worth sending your kid to college anymore these days.
I mean, I'm saying if you're thinking about sending your kid to college, just hear me out. Do not send them with a Chromebook. That shit's not going to work, okay?
No. You work at a university, so you tell students all the time they can't use a Chromebook. That shit's not going to work. Please. Yeah.
I know a Chromebook is really cheap, but that's not going to work for nothing. Don't do that to your kid. So there you go.
In the closet right here, we have Chromebook that's just been sitting there for 2 years because we couldn't use it for anything.
I mean,
it was good for watching videos before.
No, you remember before
we had bought a TV.
Yeah.
When we first moved into our apartment, we didn't have a TV yet.
We were watching TV on it.
Yeah.
On the Chromebook.
Yeah.
I mean.
But as far as like schoolwork, you can't do anything.
No,
with that.
you can do schoolwork on the Chromebook.
Yeah.
Don't.
You can use Google Docs on there, but like.
But that's as far as you can go.
Like
I don't think you can go
like an actual university. They'll tell you in the like online courses like to use Safari or Google Chrome not Google Chrome. Google Chrome on like a real computer.
Parents buying Chromebooks for a student who's in software engineering.
Oh no!
Don't do that to your kid.
You need like an actual. You need like
just don't do it. Don't. $599.99. Hear me out. Okay, so keep going.
I'd go with the pedal on this one.
I imagine you were probably gonna go with
just because I'm fancy. I gotta have the MacBook.
I don't care.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, we've hit our amplifier.
Okay.
Supro put out a new amp this week, the Montauk. I hope I'm saying that Montauk. I think it's Montauk. 1x10, 15 watts, and it's got reverb. $999. So Supro, they always put out some really high quality stuff.
Okay.
So your controls, you get one input. You get gain, treble, bass, level, and dwell for your reverb, and your master volume. And that's it. You know, on and off switch and standby switch. You get the classic blue Supro.
Okay.
I don't know if that's Tolex or if that's another kind of material that they use.
No idea.
But it says embodying the spirit of the original Supro sound, the Montauk is a 15-watt Class A 1x10 combo amp featuring a tube-driven spring reverb with a dwell and level controls. This Go Anywhere all-tube amplifier sports independent gain and master volume controls along with a two-band EQ, provide a wide range of tones. I mean, this is 15 watts, but this is something that I could see people actually like gigging with.
Why?
You just put a mic in front of it.
Oh.
Because you're going to get that classic tube amp sound, and it's going to have tube-driven reverb, too. So it's not just a regular spring reverb tank. It's like, it's actually tube-driven.
So you think it's worth it?
Oh, yeah.
It's expensive, though.
If you're going to go all out with like an actual tube amp, Supro is one of the best brands out there. You can't beat them.
Who's that guy playing it?
The guy in the picture? I don't know who that guy is. Oh, G.E. Smith.
I'm sorry, I had no idea who's that one.
It's G.E. Smith. Come on. I don't really know either. The thing is, like, I don't know anybody anymore.
I mean, G.E. Smith, use it.
He looks like a country guy to me.
Okay.
G.E. Smith. Let's look him up real quick.
Okay. We might as well.
Oh, he's the lead guitarist for Hall & Oates during the band's heyday from 79 to 85. Okay.
Okay.
He was the band leader in SNL for a long time.
I was gonna say Saturday Night Live.
Okay. David Bowie, Mick Jagger, Bob Dylan, Roger Waters, Tina Turner, Tracy Chapman, Tom Waits, and Dan Hartman. He's played with everybody.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, Grammy Award winner. That's all you got to know. He's done everything. It's funny how, like, the whole music industry from, like, the fucking 70s to now, it's been, like, a handful of people behind every big hit.
Yeah.
Like, you get the same songwriters, same producers.
Yeah.
Like, I've been listening to that channel, or watching that channel on YouTube, Professor of Rock.
Of course.
This dude puts, I don't know if we talked about them before.
That's all he talks about.
This guy puts out
Jesus Christ.
a new episode. I don't even care. I don't like classic rock that much. I'm not a huge fan, but this guy dives deep into all these classic songs and albums, and he finds like these little details that, like, I don't know where he gets this information from. Like, he interviews a lot of these artists, but like, he'll be interviewing, it'll be like Nardwuar, the guy, I've shown you Nardwuar.
Yeah.
Where he knows people's personal life from their childhood. Like, oh, what about Stephanie? And he'll be like, oh, Stephanie. Like, crazy shit like that. This guy does the same thing. He'll, like, confront these artists with, like, oh, yeah, I heard that you were, like, in a hotel room at 2 a.m. in Bangkok, and you were, like, sweating out the drugs, and, like, you just, it came to you in a burst of light. You were just like, oh, man, I got to write this line down. And they're like, whoa.
Didn't we were talking about the other day?
Yeah.
It was about him.
Mm-hmm.
You were telling me the story about a particular song where the guy had to something happened that they couldn't pay for the hotel room, and they were sleeping out on the beach.
Oh, that was the story of
what was the song?
Dancing in the Moonlight. Not the King. Yeah, the King Harvest song, but it was originally by a different band.
That he was telling the
He was
story.
the keyboard player in King Harvest, and that was the most famous version of it. But yeah, it was a crazy story about him and his girlfriend getting stuck on an island because they forgot their wallet when they were at like a yacht party, and they were gonna stay the night on the island. So they left the yacht, didn't have any money, didn't have their wallet, and then they got attacked by a gang. And
that is
years later, when he was recovering from the whole thing, he wrote the song Dancing in the Moonlight. But yeah, so Professor Rock, he gets all this crazy information, and like I'm learning more and more that like all these classic hits from the 70s and 80s, it's all by the same people. Same producers, same writers. You know, there's just a formula that they follow.
Yeah.
Which even now there's
just probably a handful of people.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, that was $999. You have something for $1,000?
Yeah, I do. Look,
what's Costco got this time? More computers?
I'm finding the exact like amount of money. But no, hold on. I'm having
I don't even know what that is.
I'm having something for everybody.
Okay.
This is a Trace Mesh 7, a gaming desktop.
What is the brand?
I don't know how to say that. I buy power.
Trace Mesh?
I don't know.
For computer people out there, you might tell us what that is.
This is a gaming
in the comments,
desktop.
please tell us what that is.
But it is $999.99.
Yeah.
Look, 32 gigabytes. That's a lot. And
1.21 gigawatts.
What?
1.21 gigawatts.
What's that?
From Back to the Future.
Oh, dude,
you need to power the DeLorean with 1.21 gigawatts of electricity, and then you can travel back in time.
But anyway, there's people with different hobbies. For example, you are obsessed with music equipment.
Well,
but there are people out there who's like really into gaming.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are into gaming, and you can probably, like let us know in the comments. But if you're into gaming, this is a good buy for you. Look, $999.99. Go ahead and buy it. If you think that this is trash and this is not really worth for gaming, then just go ahead and let us know. It's trash. Don't buy it in Costco.
Yeah, I've never heard that brand before. I know like Alienware
I have no idea,
used to be a
but
big
it's expensive.
One, but
it's expensive.
No idea.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I had the wrong listing pulled up for one of these.
Okay. Why?
I couldn't find this on his website.
Okay. Who are we talking about?
Tone Charm Audio.
That
also
one
known as Occult Effects. That's another brand that he runs or used to run.
Okay.
Or maybe he just changed the name of the company. Now it says it's available now, but I'm not seeing it on his website. I don't know why. Maybe it's just on Reverb.
But talk about the panel, so the people know what we're talking about.
All right, it's the AMS1 from Tone Charm.
Okay.
I watched his video on it, and he plugged it into. He had like a Nintendo DS that he plugged into this thing. He plugged in synthesizers, guitars, and it's just an all-in-one, really versatile analog saturator. So it's the AMS1, analog multi-saturator is the name of the pedal. And it just kind of thickens up your sound, adds harmonics, gives you a cool sound. It looks like a classic, I don't even know. It gives me the impression of like a classic video game console.
It kind of does.
And now he has other pedals that look very similar in the aesthetic. Like he has one that looks like a Super Nintendo controller.
I like it.
Yeah, I really like it. These are hand built in Poland. That's where he's based out of. But it looks like, it adds a wide range of saturated tones from subtle overdrive to roaring fuzz, inspired by classic amps, preamps, and fuzz circuits. It is ideal for guitar, bass, synth, or any instrument you want to push new sonic frontiers. It's been great for drum machines. He said synthesizers. You get gain, a mini bias control, HPF control, in, out, and a dim switch, or dim knob. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So I don't see anything on the pricing because I don't know where to buy it.
I have no idea.
Like, I looked on his website, didn't see it on there.
I don't know.
Let me go back real quick. Maybe it's on there and I missed it.
On their website?
Yeah. So I started following this guy back when he was doing occult pedals, but I don't know if he's still doing that. It looks like Tone Charm's really taken off, though. Our products. Here we go. Oh, AMS1. There it is. Okay. I was on the wrong page. So, in Polish... Oh, man. How do you say it? Zloty? Zloty?
Dude, I don't know.
In Polish money.
Currency.
In Polish money, it's 799 Polish monies. In US dollars, 201 and 70 cents.
That's not bad.
That's fair. I mean, because like you said, you could put this on anything.
I mean, that's not bad.
In his demo video, there's a little clip right here. It shows he's got a Nintendo DS hooked up next to it.
That is cool. I like that.
And he makes a lot of really interesting products. He has like, God, I can't remember the name, but he's got this really large reverb and delay pedal. I wish I could find it. Oh, there's that Sonic Noises. Is the Sonic Noise Entertainment System. It looks like a Super Nintendo controller.
I like the way it looks.
Into the Waves. That's the one I was thinking of.
How much is that?
That one is $320. And that's a really cool...
That's a cool design,
really cool delay. It gets you some really interesting sounds out of that thing. It's like an envelope controlled delay. So it's not your standard just analog or digital delay. It does a lot of cool stuff. So that one's worth checking out too. He also does a DIY distortion kit, which is based on the DoD 250, but there's internal dip switches in it. I can't remember the number. It probably says on there, but it gives you thousands of possible combinations, if not more than that.
Wait, does a kit and pedal building?
It's a DIY kit. You get that for less than $100.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't look shitty. Like
no,
if you're
it
buying
looks
on
good.
Alibaba, it looks
Yeah.
kind of cool. This is not a Temu chain kind of thing. No, it looks really nice actually.
Yeah, I can't find the exact. I know somewhere on social media he had posted when he first started doing these kits. But the internal dip switches on this thing give you, it's probably 741 combinations. That's probably what it is. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You want to move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So it's Tone Charm Audio.
Okay.
Really cool stuff that he puts out.
Okay, then we have
a couple more left. Let's go to this one because I think you'll really like this one.
Okay.
You won't like the price, but you're gonna like this one.
Oh, I already don't like the price, but go ahead.
So
I don't know what can you buy with that amount of money, but go ahead.
Poly Effects.
Yeah.
Known for doing some really innovative stuff. They put out. Now this is the most recent one that I saw today. I saw this like 2 hours ago.
Okay.
It's called the Ample.
The what?
Ample. It gives you curated collection of classic amp tones in an easy-to-use format with amazing audio quality people expect from Poly.
Wait, say it again. Ample?
Ample. It's a play on. It's the word ample, which means plenty, but like it's a play on amp. Forget miking cabs and hauling heavy amps. If you want to run different amps on your left and right channel, you can. Perfect for bi-amp bass tones or wider guitar mixes. It can do this as it has a more powerful processor than any other pedal or floor unit. Every gain pedal would be an amp-like. Amp will replace your amp and complement it, allowing you to stack gain tones. Okay. Presets can be saved, each amp that can be easily pulled via touching the controls, pressing the foot switches, or via MIDI. Run direct monitors, in-ear, or headphones, simplify your live and recording rigs. So your amp categories at the top there. These little pictures.
I love the pictures.
You get clean, which is boutique amps for clean tones. Crunch, modern amps for edge of breakup. Destroy, which are high gain for blasting tones. Classic USA, quintessentially American vintage tones. And I like how that one's an eagle.
It is an eagle.
Classic UK, it's a teapot, of course. That gives you timeless British grit from the 60s and 70s. Gen X, which is a roller skate, gives you amp epitomizing the sound of the 80s and 90s. And then lastly, you have bass. So get your bass amp collection.
I'm not saying this.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be like disrespectful. But this is like foolproof though.
Yeah.
With those graphics on it.
Yeah,
that's like the kind of thing that I'm looking for
so
me.
Easy for anybody to just plug it in and figure out what you're doing.
Like if you tell me, just run it clean. I just know that it's the bar soap.
Yeah, you just click on the you click on the clean one, and then you
select the nachos.
You select which preset you want. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you caught this when I was reading the description. Sorry about that. I don't know if you caught this when I was reading the description. Everything is controlled by touch. There are no knobs on this pedal. You have the foot switches for your channels A and B.
It's just like the perfect thing.
But your gain, you literally just slide your finger up and it illuminates the LEDs to where you want to be really as far as your gain, your volume. You click on which preset category you want, and then you have numbers 1 through 8 where you can select which categories you want.
No,
so you pick one from the left, one from the right side.
Though.
Yeah.
I like it. I feel like someone like me, I will get a really good use of it.
Yeah. Now, this is only $399.
I don't think
this thing could be. This thing could probably be $1,000. Realistically, like this thing could probably be at the same level as your Kemper profilers.
How did they manage to do those LED DSP sliders?
I don't know.
That is so cool.
They're just. It says it's made up of 4,096 LED sliders, or the LED lights that create the sliders.
That's insane.
And it's just such a simple layout too for something that does such a complex.
It is.
Work.
That's why I like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think on this case, I had to say versus Costco, it is
you're
worth
not even gonna pull out a Costco or anything.
No,
You just
it's worth
get
to
this
spend
pedal.
the $3.99.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like a pedal that a robot from
Yeah.
Elon Musk will use.
Now,
I like it.
Like the things that we've covered in the last few weeks, like your Nano Cortex that we talked about.
Yeah.
This blows that out of the water. I mean, you cannot add. It does have USB capability, so probably you could at some point when they have like updates. You could probably swap out to different preset amp categories or something. But you can't sample things with this like you would. You cannot model your own amps. You cannot capture the sounds of your own amp. You have what's built into this thing, but you choose your category. You adjust your gain, volume, bass, treble.
Yeah.
You can save the presets. You can choose. I'm sure there's probably already presets in this thing when you get it. But for a lot of people, that's all you need. You don't need to mess around with captures and modelers. Like this has most of the tones anybody would need in it.
And again, it's so clear.
Yeah.
It is really clear though.
Yeah.
I'm a person who's always complaining about the aesthetic of the pedals. Because again, I have said it before. If we are going to be spending a lot of money, I want it not just that the pedals sound good. I want the aesthetic to look nice because you're spending money.
Yeah.
But this, it's like super simple. It literally, there's no color.
Yeah.
It looks like a photocopy, but I like it. I like it.
So we are starting to run low on time. I do want to cover two more things.
Okay.
This is another one that I just heard about today, and it says on their website it's temporarily unavailable. So this first run is already sold out.
Okay.
It's a collaboration from Electronic Audio Experiments and Benson Amplification. We covered a Benson pedal 2 weeks ago, I believe.
We did.
So this combines two well-known, well-loved pedals. It's the Electronic Audio Experiments Halberd on the left side and a Benson Germanium Boost on the right side. So not much new to say about this because it just combines their two classic designs. And then I believe it should just give you the option, I believe, 2-in-1 combo featuring, the only thing I want to know is that there's going to be a switch to decide which one goes first. You can put other pedals in between also, so it's got a loop in there, a send and return. So if you don't want your boost directly into your gain, you can put other gain pedals in between, and gives you a lot of versatility. And this is a lot of people probably already, if they have one of these, they probably have both on their board anyway.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh, I have the Germanium Boost, I really want the Halberd. Take up a little bit less space, just get the 2-in-1.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
$329. They're both handmade in America. Can't go wrong with that. And Electronic Audio Experiments, they just helped host a big fundraiser.
For what?
They drew the winner on Wednesday, I think. There were 4 winners for hurricane relief in North Carolina because Asheville got destroyed.
Oh, man.
And that's a huge music community, and there's a lot of musicians there. There's a big art scene, and a lot of their food and entertainment district is just gone.
Then there you go. If you like the 2 pedals, why not to buy one that combine the 2?
Yeah,
just buy it.
So I watched the live stream on that one, and they said, not on this pedal, but on that giveaway that they just did, or the raffle.
Okay.
And they raised like $33,000
just
good. From people participating, because it was for a larger charity. But when people were entering, they could send like an email to them with proof that they had entered the raffle or whatever, proof that they had donated.
Now,
so just entries into the raffle.
I don't think that's
worth $33,000.
No, but the big of damage that is out there.
No, but in whole, I'm sure the charity raised much more. It's just that's the chunk of it that their week and a half raffle or whatever it was, 2-week raffle was able to raise. So that's pretty impressive that a bunch of musicians came together and
that's good.
Donated.
That's good.
So this one's $329. I think more than fair. It's got great graphic design. These are both well-known, well-loved pedals. So
I have nothing to say. Look, It's made in America.
Mm-hmm.
They are running this for a good cause.
Yeah. Well, no, this one's not for the charity.
Well, I'm just saying, you should support the company. Yeah. Okay, and if you like the two pedals, then just go ahead and buy it. Yeah. Buy one that combines the two.
Even if you have both these pedals already, buy this.
Why no?
You know, yeah, it probably won't be around forever.
Yeah.
So it'll be your chance to get in on one of these.
It's
temporarily unavailable. They already sold. This came out this afternoon. It's already gone.
That's insane.
So if you want one, jump on it. So with 17 minutes left for the night, the much hyped Fender American Ultra 2 dropped this week.
We had talked about that.
They put out teasers for weeks now, like coming 10-15, like something new from Fender, and everyone knows it's going to be the same Stratocaster Telecaster with some updates.
Different color.
Different color.
This one's shiny.
So American Ultra was their modern series. They had a lot of modern updates that, you're not going to find on like a vintage style Strat or something. Okay. So that means like rounded heels on the back of the neck, rolled fretboards, different pickups. So Ultra 2, looks like we have American Ultra 2 Meteora, Strat, HSS Strat, Telecaster, jazz bass, 5-string jazz bass, Meteora bass, precision bass, looks like, the 4-string bass. We got a couple left-handeds. Nice. Looks like it kind of just repeats from there, and then you got, the jazz bass, the P bass. There is a Jazzmaster in this series. I don't see a Jaguar. Do you see a Jaguar?
I don't know.
No? Okay. So, the Strat, I've seen 60 Cycle Hum did a demo of the Strat in this color. Solar Flare, it's like a yellow sparkle kind of thing. You get Ultra Burst, where you get a gold anodized pickguard. There's a Noble Blue, Texas T, I think that's kind of the better color. Avalanche, or Sinister Red. So you get noiseless pickups. You have anodized metal pickguard, aluminum, so cuts down on the noise as well.
Okay.
Won't go super in depth on all the features on all these because I want to try to cover a few of them. You get locking tuners. Even it's the 70th anniversary on the back of the headstock. Glow in the dark dots on the side of the neck. So if you're playing it on a stage, like you can see. Now the knobs.
Okay.
It looks like the volume knob has like a push-pull or a button or something on it. I don't remember exactly what that does. Let's see. But yeah, you get rounded edges on the neck. Pop-in arm, polished stainless steel. So yeah, okay. So the tremolo, you don't have to screw in the tremolo on these. It just pops in. So that's an update on that.
Okay.
Okay. They do actually have quarter-sawn maple fingerboards. They have ebony as an option on there, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. That's just an upgraded feature. Luminaries, luminale side dots. That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Noiseless pickups on the Strats. I believe the Tellys do too. Black saddles, cold rolled steel block, pop-in arm, short locking tuners. A lot of cool features on these things. I mean, it really just depends if you're a Strat player and you want a new Strat. Do you want a modern style? Do you want a vintage style? Because like that heel on the back of the neck, the back of the body, the contours on this thing, that's the thing too, is they want it to be a more comfortable guitar to play. It's an extravagant, expensive guitar. So if you see here, like everything contours more than it would on like my Strat back there. You get this curved heel here so you can hit the higher frets. Now those start at $2,199. So these are not cheap guitars.
I'm gonna come clean right now. Meteora, that's the way to say it.
That's the one I like.
I don't like it.
That's the only one I kind of like out of this whole thing.
I don't like them.
It's a strange offset. It's a very strange offset. Nick Reinhardt, the guitarist Nick Reinhardt, got one of these from Fender, and he said this is the best guitar he's ever owned.
I don't know.
He says it's the nicest guitar he's ever owned.
No,
I like it. I think the Meteora is the one I would go with.
I don't.
You get humbuckers, 3-way switch, 3 knobs, What I think is strange is that you get like a Strat style headstock on this thing. I think you should get like the fat 70s headstock where like this comes down more.
What else is on the back?
The back?
Go back to the back of the guitar.
Oh, it's just it's a string through body.
Oh.
The strings go through the back of the body. Now, the Meteora, you're not going to like this one.
I'm not a fan of
$2,249.
Not just that, I don't like the shape of the guitar.
You get the Ultra Burst, which has the gold anodized pick guard and cream pickups.
Yeah.
Black, which has the silver anodized pickup or pick guard in black. Now, I don't like the plain black pickups like that. Those always look cheap to me. And then you get Avalanche, where it's all white, maple fingerboard, and a silver anodized with white pickups. I would just, the only thing I would say is I would rather this have different pickups.
I would rather
with like pickup covers on, like a Jaguar or a Jazzmaster. Yeah,
I don't like it. Like it looks weird to me.
Same thing with the Telecaster. It looks like same kind of features on all these. It looks like they all have the anodized pick guards. Depending on which color you pick, that's the thing that I have a problem with too. You can pick a certain color body, but then you're stuck with either the maple or the ebony or whatever neck that comes with that color body. You can't mix and match. I want this color with this neck. So that kind of sucks. But Fender's known for doing that kind of thing. What about the Meteora bass? You don't think that looks cool?
No, though. Like,
is it too like 80s space?
I don't like it.
Like, what does it look?
I don't like it.
I like it. I don't know.
I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. It does. The others are like, okay.
We won't go through all these.
I hope no. There's a bunch
we don't
of
have time. But I will say about this, and I've seen a lot of people on the internet talk about this. Philip McKnight, also another person from Arizona. How about that? He talked about on his live stream, I think it was a live stream today, or it was an episode, I can't remember which, but he talked about how, to him, the American Ultra 2, the whole hype leading up to it in the release, he said it was a lot like the new iPhone coming out. They hype it up, and then it's you're seeing the same thing over and over again. Like, where's the real innovation here? I mean, the contoured bodies, the noiseless pickups, and the rolled fingerboard edges. I mean, it seems like they're just taking the best features from all their guitars and just slapping them together. Yeah. And saying like, hey, it's the American Ultra. And I don't see a whole lot of difference between this and the first version of the American Ultra series. And I don't know what their sales are like for the different series that they do, but like I feel like the Ventera 2, I believe it's a Mexican-made series that they do, where they're all vintage spec. I feel like from what I've seen, that seems to sell a lot better than the American Ultra 1. And then they recently came out with the Player 2, because the Player 1 sucked. Everyone hated the Player 1 series. So Player 2 came out, and that was doing really well. Like, a lot of people were very impressed with. They put the rolled edges on the fingerboards there and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how this one's going to do. It seems like Gibson and Fender both just keep putting out the same products over and over again.
Different color, maybe different
color,
body.
Slightly different features. Like I said, like those new contours.
I don't mind. I don't mind the Stratocaster or the Telecaster. I really don't. And I just feel that I have a big issue with the Meteora.
Now, how do you feel about like the Jazzmaster?
I don't mind.
You don't mind it?
I really don't mind.
So we got like
I don't think
2 or 3 in the room. Yeah.
Again, I don't see much of a difference between them, being completely honest, and what they were before. Yeah. But the only one that I do mind and I don't like the way it looks is the Meteora.
You know, this is going to be unrelated, and I don't even know if they're still making this.
What?
And I don't know if I can find it just by searching.
It even makes me uncomfortable to look at it. People will think I'm exaggerating, but it makes me
I'm sure people have seen this already.
What?
the Meteora. They've released the Meteora in several different lineups so far.
Sorry.
I don't think there's been a Squire version, but like there might have been a Player version or Player Plus version. But this is not the first time they've put out the Meteora. Now, here's one I think you're going to really hate. Not a new guitar, But I just want to get your opinion on it.
Squier
Supersonic.
The
Squier Supersonic. So it's like a reverse body of an offset guitar.
I don't like it.
No?
No, I don't like the body. I don't like it.
It's kind of hard to look at, but I don't mind it.
I don't like it.
I love every wacky thing that they put out in the Squier line. So these were originally in the 90s. These were the Vista series.
Squier Paranormal Supersonic Electric Guitar Blue Sparkle. No.
Now, I don't think you can get these anymore. I think these discontinued like a couple years ago.
Don't blame them.
But Nick Reinhardt is a famous player of those. God, I can't remember the other guy that died last year, the year before, who actually made these famous back in the 90s. I can't remember his name. He was a photographer. He worked for like skate magazines and stuff, but he's also a well-known guitarist. I don't know why his name's just drawing a blank here. But yeah, you don't like the Supersonic. Okay. How about this one? This last one I'm going to show you.
Don't like it. I don't find anything fascinating about it. I don't know. There's weird bodies that look like the guitar is melting. That makes me feel like...
Yeah, there's a lot that I'm not a big fan of.
I don't want to look at it.
A lot of like the metal guitars and stuff look ridiculous to me.
But not all of them, but some of them I don't...
Now, what do you think about the Tornado? I don't think you've ever seen this one.
I don't mind it,
It's a big, wide body. It's an offset, but it's like, it's
just certain shapes of body.
Yeah, it's
made me awkward.
It's like the Jaguar Jazzmaster's like fat sibling.
What's that? That's the Tornado?
Tornado. Yeah.
I don't mind that.
So you get the 3-way pickup switch, and you have 4 knobs, more like a Gibson style.
It's just kind of wide.
It reminds me a lot of the Rascal bass that we have, the pink one. I don't know, even though they're not the same, but like the bridge is very similar. You get the 2 pickup, the 2 humbuckers. Basement Guitar Superstar. It's a YouTube account and guy on social media. I don't know if he's still active with it. He was doing a lot of videos and interviews for a while.
Okay.
From his basement. He collects these. He has like 3 or 4 of them, I believe.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But there are certain bodies that I cannot stand.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, I don't know, there's not a whole lot that I don't like. But some of these metal guitars just look ridiculous to me too. Like, oh man. Like the ESP guitar, Schecter, that Machine Gun Kelly guitar that came out last year. Maybe it was this year, that razor blade looking thing.
Yeah.
All those Kiss.
That one? No.
All those Kiss signature model guitars that are shaped like axes and stuff. Like, I could do without.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm more kind of a classic body.
Yeah. That's why I stick with like these Fender styles. I like
I don't know.
The Telecaster, the Stratocaster. Even though I think the Telecaster's ugly, to be honest.
I
love the way they sound.
When they add different features to it. Like I like when they keep the same body, but different features on it.
Yeah.
But I'm not too adventurous to go with those kind of bodies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do like a lot of these things that Squier puts out. Not even like Fender. They're not willing to take the risk, I don't think, at like the price point of a Fender.
Yeah.
But Squier is where they experiment with a lot of cool stuff. Like they have the Paranormal series. And every year they put out something crazy with the Paranormal series that like, I don't like, they had that 12-string Jazzmaster that came out.
Yeah.
The Rascal bass. I think last year they had like a Cyclone, but it was set up like a Stratocaster. So it had the 3 Strat pickups, but you had like the 3-way switches, or the on and off switches that you would have for like a Jaguar or Jazzmaster or a Bass 6. So I don't know. I like sticking with what I like. I don't know. I try not to step out too far from my like that Ibanez. We've talked about it in a few episodes now. That's like the most adventurous I've got in a long time with a guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine.
We also have the Classic Vibe Starcaster. Like that's kind of cool because it's a semi-hollow guitar, but it has a bolt-on neck. So like you have the option that you could upgrade necks on that thing at some point, or like throw a Strat neck or something on there if you wanted to. But yeah, I think that's about all we have for the week.
Okay.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Last thing, you got anything good you want to point out from the Costco?
No, I might bring more stuff next week.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's about it.
You got your Christmas edition, so I'm sure you got some good stuff.
Yeah. There's time for Christmas. I'm still going to be making, recommendations for the people out there. So
you should get some of those other catalogs, like the Sharper Image catalog. And,
oh my gosh.
What is that one? Avon. Oh, Avon is crap though. It's just random crap.
Oh, my mom used to
middle-aged women like get trapped into buying.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, my parents used to buy a lotion from Avon. It was like the only place they could get that exact lotion, and it was like it worked perfectly for them. My dad, he works with his hands, so it was the only thing that worked for him. But it's such a strange concept to have like a door-to-door salesman these days with like a wagon that pulls up.
I don't know.
It just seems like an outdated.
It really just reminds me to Peggy Hill.
Oh, when she did like the Nutri-Grain bars or Metal Life. Yeah.
But that's about it.
That's all I got. Yeah, I don't know. We've been going for an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the Bad Guitars Podcast, episode 8, and we hope you like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.